Oh, by the way, hi, Stephen. I know you can't hear me. You could probably hear me, but I can't hear you. If you were to say something back, God, Moby, hi, I've missed you so much. You know, that kind of thing. Never mind. Whoa. Whose damn bell rung? Steve ain't even in there. All right. Did my bell ring? Yes, it did. I'm on Zoom and Comrex. Dude, I'm right here. Steve said I'm on Zoom and Comrex. Well, Steve, that's great. You're right now in the kitchen. I need to go get some tea. That's what I'm going to do.
Hello, everybody. And there we are with 3 minutes to spare. Okay, good deal. Hmm. All right, this is the pre-show before the show. As you can tell, we are ready to go. At least one of us is. I have one dog today, just Roxy. I have an upset stomach. I'm running at about 75%, but I'll be all right. It's all temporary. We're all going to die. And on that uplifting note,
Go in this door, too.
all righty. Yep. Here comes Mr. Moldy. There's Mr. Moldy.
Hey.
Mr. Moldy.
Yeah, let me get it. Well, it's time. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, 1 minute. What?
Nothing. So we're coming up on about a minute.
Okay, I'm coming down to where I can see this. I'm looking at my. I know what I'm going to do. Refresh that page.
Refresh.
I'm refreshing.
All righty then.
There it is.
All right.
And there's Herschel Smith. How about it, Moby? Is that what you see?
Mm-hmm.
At the top of your page?
Yep.
Herschel Smith?
Yep.
Hey, Herschel. Okay.
Here we go.
Heard the Herschel Walker commercial stumping for Trump?
I have not.
Herschel Walker. Yeah, but we don't watch it.
Here we go.
What? Oh. I know that song. Don't say anything.
Oh, you don't?
Today's Tom Sawyer.
No.
Not Rush Tom Sawyer.
No.
Can you hear how it would be Rush Tom
It
Sawyer?
kind of, sort of might be construed as, yes. I'd say.
Okay, sort of, kind of might be construed.
Yeah,
That's all I was looking for.
All right.
But I was about to start singing Tom Sawyer. Today's Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
I was going to start singing it. Hey, Steve. Hey, you.
Hey, man, how are you? Moby and Mitchell back for another 2 hours on Fistful of Radio.
Friday afternoon.
No, it's not Friday. God, I wish it was, but no.
I was hoping ahead. Wishing ahead.
Yeah.
Wishing ahead. There you go. Hey, Mr. Mitchell.
Okay. As the headline on our Facebook page says today, October 21, 2020, and we're all doomed with Moby and Mitchell.
What we're damn doomed with. Yeah. Hey, what else we're going to do? We'll sit here together and have a good time. My deal is sit here together and read some comments from you people on Facebook and have a good time. Every now and then a call comes in. We say, somebody's calling us on that jingle thing hanging on the wall, Ma. Won't you pick it up and say hello? There's always somebody there. Herschel Smith, how about it? Moby, afternoon, gentlemen. That was Laura Morel Crowder. Jay Raymer, good afternoon, everyone. Good day, everyone. Jay Raymer. The Early Bird Special Show. For dinner time for senior citizens.
No. The show before the show. We get up here live on Facebook about a few minutes before we actually get the show. So did we do it today? We didn't do it much today.
We
did like 4 or 5 minutes before we.
But right when the show was starting, I was not ready because I was in there to get me some tea, and my woman's going to bring me some tea.
My woman
going to bring me.
I'm sorry. Tea. That is.
I know.
That is
I know whatever you say. I know
that is offensive to women.
I know.
The world
today. I get it. You know what? My woman's gonna bring me some damn tea.
You did it again.
And I love that woman.
Yeah.
She's not having to brew it or anything. It's just Crystal Light. She'll pour it over in a big glass, bring it in to me. She'll say, "Here, sweet cheeks. Here's your tea." I'll go, "Well, thank you, baby." She loves being with a man like me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that treats her with the respect she deserves. My woman does.
Mm-hmm.
Early Bird Special Show. Steve, are you still doing better than Moby's chair? Steve, you are still doing better than Moby's chair.
Your chair is it's wore out. Your chair over there.
Mary Beth continues to want to buy me another chair. I said, this chair's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with this chair. When I first bought it, I thought it was a leather chair. As time went on, I discovered it was not entirely a leather chair. And there was something in the cupboard and it would peel off. And you know what it's done? Peeled off.
Well,
you know how much I care about that? I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because it's my chair. And I'm comfortable when I'm sitting there. Here.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
All right.
So to all of you that are watching on Facebook and think, damn, Moby needs a better chair. Well, Christmas is coming, y'all. Hell, I'll give you my address. I'll give you my address.
When the wheels break, it's time to get a new chair.
That's when it's time to get. You know what? The chair, these office chairs have a pole in the middle of them, right in the middle, right under your butt, stick straight up. Okay. And that comes down to the foot pedal. It goes down to the 4 wheels under the chair, right? Got the pedals, that pole sticking up. And then it comes down to the area where the wheels are. Well, I had one chair that pole, the area where the wheels are, boy, it popped through, pow. Now the pole is on the office pad.
Yes.
On the floor.
And
I'm scooting around and I'm trying to get around. So that's when I bought this chair. That's when I needed a new chair.
Okay, fine. I get you.
When the one before this one didn't work. And now this one's worked fine ever since then. And it served me well and it loves me.
But the part where
it massages the cheeks of my butt with rigor.
But the part where cheeks meet butt, the part where chair meets butt. The part where chair meets butt is important as well.
Had that gone, what I just described to you, where it was pulled down to the floor mat. If that had been the other direction, it was pulled up through. Yeah, then it would have been time for a new chair and past time to call for help getting me up off that one that was stuck out my butt. Thank you. Oh, okay.
That's when you whip out the camera.
Yeah. I'm trying. I was thinking earlier, my eyes was better. Just now, I'm trying to read the Facebook post. And I had to lean forward to do it. I caught myself leaning forward. I said, "Damn, I thought it was better."
Grandpa.
I went to the doctor yesterday. They didn't do any procedure on me. Dilate my eyes. That took a while to see.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yep.
I'm telling you what, it sucks getting older. And y'all laugh at me right now, but eventually it's going to happen to you. And when that day comes, and I'm hopefully a pleasant memory, me and Mitchell both, you can say, "Well, he told us this day would come." Well, here it is.
Yep.
There were some people I looked at before me and Mitchell watched them say, "Well, it's there for them. Look at this."
You youngsters, you
Yeah, that's
listen,
right.
you
Get
youngsters,
off my yard.
you listen to the show. You'll learn some things about what's going to happen to your
I'm
body
growing older. Yeah, I know.
as you as you grow older.
And to the guys, that prostate is not going to hang in there. You know right now how easy and painless it is to pee. Enjoy these days. Enjoy these.
That's
days.
funny. That's
I was going to ride a country. I was going to write. It was not, but I seriously was, and I may still do it. Going to write a country song, a parody. It's not a parody because it's not to anything. But anyhow, I was going to write a song about back when it was easy to pee.
Yeah, that'll get some.
For what Father Time's doing to me, it's just not easy. You see what's not. Back when it was easy to pee.
And that would be a great commercial for a urologist, instead of these other ads that these guys come out and say, are you getting up 4 or 5 times in the middle of the night? If they had a commercial like that, that would be unique and different.
Did you see the commercial, Steve, where the guy there with the fire hose opens up the fire hose and that stream?
Yeah, I have.
And when he opens up the fire, you know what? I was watching that commercial thinking, they opened up the fire hose. I said, "Oh, that looks like that feels so good."
That's the commercial that suckered you in to go make an appointment.
That's the commercial. I went and made the appointment.
That's the one that drew you in.
You dang
to go have an appointment. Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
But nothing wrong with nothing bad about that.
No, absolutely. It's one of the several procedures available to men out there for this predicament.
Ladies, you just got to imagine how good it feels when they open that up down there. When they open up the gate, oh yeah.
Open up the gate.
Yeah. Open up the floodgate. Here it comes. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyhow, Steve.
Well.
Steve, Mr. Stiff. You know, Norma wants to marry you. You know that she's in love with you.
Norma,
What?
I don't want to call her housekeeper. I wanted to call her the proper name. The maintenance, not maintenance, but the
hired help.
Not the hired help. I wanted.
Well, she is the hired help. Yeah, I tell you what, Trey, go through a week without paying her. See how quick she's the hired help. Trust me, she is the hired help. And you know what? She's got good to be. But not only that, she's also a real good person.
Yeah,
she liked me first. I loved you first. Like that wasn't Lone Star song, but whoever song it was. Love you first. She loved me first, and then she loved Stiff, Mr. Stiff. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I have that effect. You know how it is when you're good looking. That's a great line.
Laura Morell Crowder says janitor. No, we don't want to call Norma.
No. She's the
far beyond a janitor.
She's the hygiene maintenance supervisor.
Have you been to her house?
I have not.
You've not? Oh God, I've been to a birthday party at her house. Man, and everybody was there. Nobody spoke English in that entire house but me.
Do you think they were talking about you?
No, it wasn't that at all. But it was like I went there. It's all Mexicans, and of course it might have been a Colombian or something there. You don't know. You can mix a Colombian in with a crowd of Mexicans, and there's no difference in what you're hearing.
They all
no difference in what you're hearing. Yeah, they all sound alike to me. But I went there, and I was asking Raul, her husband, Norma's husband. I said, "Raul, ¿dónde es la cerveza?" I knew how to ask that. Do you know what that son of a gun did? There wasn't any, so he went out and bought me some beer. Sorry. Isn't that sweet?
Well, that is, that's nice.
I was a guest in his house, and he didn't have a beer, and I'd asked for a beer, so he went out to the store and bought some. And you know what? Honestly, I'd have had ice water. I'd have been fine. So, but Raul went out and bought me a beer. I think
there's the boss.
I'm having tea delivered. Don't mention her.
Mm-hmm.
She does not want to be mentioned. And then I just got fussed at for that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the fuss?
Yeah.
Moby.
I heard the eye roll.
Yeah, you heard the eye roll. That was one there. Mm-hmm. Oh, how about this? Domestic caretaker.
That's good.
For Norma, it's better than janitor. And
yeah, much better.
Custodial
engineer. I like that.
Why does it start with an M? It does. It's Brenda Rose Bearden. You looking at hers?
No,
it starts with MGRM.
Custodial manager.
MGRM.
Why
does it have an M at the end?
I don't know. Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
Anyway, she's.
Should we start the show now?
Yeah, whatever. It's 10 minutes in. We should have done that. Yeah.
Yes, whatever. Exactly. I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time?
I'm having a good time.
I love your hat.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. If you can't see it, for the benefit of those listening on fistfulabradio.com, it is an American flag hat with a blue stripe.
stripe through it. It's police hat.
And you know what? Some people, I posted a picture of this hat on Facebook.
Some people were against it.
Yeah, some people, a friend of mine, and I understand and respect this opinion that they do not like it when the flag is desecrated in any way, and to them, this is desecrating the flag by putting a blue stripe on it.
If anything they could say against that hat, that's the only thing I kind of. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I understand.
I do understand, and I do too. But you know what that makes? I want one. I don't want to say that. I want one of those. I got the shirt you got, the Superman police shirt and everything. That's got a blue stripe through it.
Yeah. That's also desecrating the flag, but
it also is. Yes.
I hope that I am forgiven for desecrating the flag and backing the blue.
Well, Steve, I know it doesn't matter anything at all. I know nowhere in your heart and soul does this matter, but I'll tell you, I forgive you. I forgive you.
Okay. I need to be forgiven. Thank you.
All right. There you go. Wait, have you seen the news about the snow in Minnesota right now?
Now?
What's going on in Minnesota? Well, yesterday, last night, today, this morning, yeah, right now, century-old snowfall records have been broken in Minnesota.
Wow.
100 years they hadn't had snow like this, Steve, buddy. Now, thousands of people are without power.
Wow.
Over 500 crashes have been reported.
Wow.
And you know what that makes me think, Steve?
What?
That makes me think, thank God we live in the South. That crap don't happen down here. Not like, man, God.
73 degrees right now, 73.
But what is a town in Minnesota? Capital Minnesota, something in Minnesota.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Let's try Minneapolis. Alexa, what's the temperature right now in Minneapolis, Minnesota? She'll do that.
Right now, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit.
Boy, you know
Today,
what? Alexa, hush. That's enough. Alexa, stop. Right in 34 degrees at towards the mountain time there. So it's like 10 minutes, 11 minutes after 11.
Yeah.
But in right, 34 degrees in the middle of the day like this, that is prime snowfall temperature. Buddy. You walk out, it's not all that cold. But boy, the snow my daddy would say, getting butt deep to a tall Indian.
How much?
Butt deep to a tall Indian. Let's consider that for just a minute. Butt deep to a tall Indian. You know what? That's racist. Probably explains a lot about me.
Yeah. How was it a dusting or was it a sizable amount of snow?
Steve,
what?
It broke records that are 100 years old. Is it a dusting?
Well,
are you crazy?
Well, okay then. So I guess
does that sound like a dusting? Breaking 100-year records?
Don't know what the old records were. I mean, here we are.
But Steve,
October.
But it wouldn't be a dusting.
Well, may not. Okay, we'll find out. Get back to me on that.
I'm not going to. If you're interested, you got to find out about it. Oh, over the weekend, did you see the remote voter ballot box that got set fire? Some idiot set fire to it.
No,
that had ballots in it that were on fire. So okay?
No, I
haven't watched the news much. Okay, fine.
Not lately.
But man, a remote voter ballot box, and some idiot came up and set fire to it. That seems like a federal crime to me.
Yep.
That seems like lock your ass up. Trump wanted 10 years for tumping over a statue. How much you think we need to hit him for on this ballot box stuff, Mr. President? I think like 50 years. Man, that's setting fire to ballots. Oh my God, the election's going to stop it. You idiots, stop that kind of crap.
Messing with the mail is a federal offense.
And messing with the ballots ought to be too. So you got a double offense there. I don't know that messing with it. Maybe you can tear up every ballot that's ever been cast, and everybody goes, "Well, dang, you shouldn't have done that." But I'm telling you, 100. Okay, setting fire to remote voter ballot boxes. It looks like a mailbox, kind of different color.
Yeah.
But then I guess some of them set up in the Atlanta area. I don't know. I'm sure there are.
Mm-hmm.
And Chicago's got some, Houston's got some. I know that the remote voter ballot boxes, and some idiots set it on fire. Okie dokie. To me, that's kind of depressing.
There's a lot.
Does anybody other than me and you, Steve, still love America? Does anybody other than me and you, Steve, know the Pledge of Allegiance, to say it facing the flag with your hand on your heart? Does that mean anything to anybody but me and you? I think it does.
There's a lot of angry people in this country right now.
Yeah,
dude.
but I know, but angry my ass. Don't disrespect the country. You don't like the president? I got it. Fine.
Hmm.
You don't respect the presidential office, the office of the president? Okay, I get it. Fine. But by God, it's America. And the flag needs to be saluted. And the country needs to be honored. And our military has to be respected. If we're going to have a country to continuing on into the next year or two, next 10 years, next 50 years, the rest of my life, I'd like to know this country will exist at least as long as I'm here to absorb it. And honestly, and I feel bad to even say this, but it's true, I'm not real sure that's important to Grace. And it should be. She does know the pledge and said it for me on the air. I can't tell you how many times, but she was littler then. Now she's 18 today.
Hmm.
Happy birthday to Grace. She's 18 years old. And well, you know what? We've done the best we can do with her. And right now our job is kind of over, except to continue to love her regardless of what she goes through. But some stuff she goes through. So, well, I guess that's what you get with an 18-year-old.
Hopefully, as she matures, these things will become important to her.
Right now, she thinks it's us that don't understand it, and she thinks we don't understand what she knows. She knows the real truth about what's going on. She knows it. She's 18.
Well,
okay.
I remember feeling that way when I was 18 too.
And the older I got, the smarter my daddy got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
True.
And I think it was right when I hit about 40, I started to go like, oh man, you mean I spent the first part of my life
all this time screwing up.
I was wrong. I had my head up my ass all this time. And then by the time I hit 50, I was like, God, what a huge
really
dumbass.
Doesn't matter anymore when you're 50 now. What difference does it make?
Yeah. But I was like, I realized I was wrong. I had it all bass backwards.
Bass
backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
A potty mouth nation. Steve, this came from U.S. News and World Report. I trust things that come out of that magazine, don't you?
Yes.
U.S. News. I mean, no, by and large.
Mostly, yes.
Yeah, mostly. That's right. A potty mouth nation. The average person will cuss 80 times over the course of a single day. One day, 80 times. Wow. 80 times. One day, more than 3 times per hour. We have a sneaking suspicion that number has gone up a little bit since 2020, since it got started. I think we're cussing more now.
2020 has messed with the curve.
Has developed much more potty mouth. So, okay. 2020. Well, it's about ready for the first break here. It's been a good first.
Yeah,
segment.
you can't really judge. Yeah, 2020 this year, you just got to put an asterisk beside this whole year.
Kind of like with the World Series.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was it? Los Angeles won last.
Did they win? I don't know.
Yeah, they did. I think it was 8-1, 8-2, whatever. And they're playing again tonight. Okay.
By the way, the Braves game was a big ratings winner. But the Braves Dodgers Game 7 of the World of the LCS was a game.
That was a butt whooping they took.
It was a butt whooping, but it was still pretty highly rated in the TV.
Who they play? Was that Florida or was that?
No, that was Dodgers Braves.
Okay.
That was highly rated. But the league championship series is still down 30%. But still,
you talking about ratings?
Yes, and ratings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about ratings. I was kind of taken away. I didn't know what you meant, but okay.
And
the ratings, well, of course it's down. There's no, but they make it sound like there's a stadium full of fans.
I know. Yeah.
If you're watching on TV, and you know what? When I realize it's bullshit that I'm being lied to by the audio producer and the producers of the show itself, the show being the World Series, you're being lied to. There's nobody there cheering.
Nobody.
I wonder what the stadium really sounds like.
Probably very quiet.
Probably, home run gets hit. There might be 100 people around there shouting about it or booing.
There were a couple of thousand people in the stands, but yeah.
Were you watching baseball? Were you watching it?
I watched the 7th
Braves
game.
in Los Angeles or last night?
Not last night.
Did you watch any of the World Series? That was the World Series last night,
No, didn't watch.
Remember how excited we used to get about the World Series?
Yeah, I remember.
We'd be watching the playoffs and well, your team might be one of those four that's in the last of the playoffs.
Mhm.
Oh man, I hope they go in this series, and then they do. They go in the series, yeah.
There was a
And it's well, what a cheer! What a time for celebration in America back then when baseball was America's game and the World Series was going on. I'm not feeling that at all this year. Are you?
there was a thing. No, I'm not. Everything is no. This is not a full season for football or baseball.
Baseball.
There was a time when the whole city of Atlanta was going through a thing called BFS, Braves
Brave
Fatigue
syndrome.
Syndrome.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Was that what year was that?
I can't remember, but they were playing West Coast games with the Dodgers in the World Series.
Oh yeah, so the game would start at like 9 o'clock at night and end at midnight.
Yeah.
Like
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
Start
Start
at 10 and end at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. So we were
And
all
everybody had
dragging
BFS.
well, dragging ass the next day. Remember that?
Fatigue. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I was doing morning radio.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
And so I'd come into the radio station. I'd say, "So, somebody tell me real quick, how did the last few innings go?" I said, "I don't know."
And speaking of ratings, the Georgia Alabama game was
that had to do well.
That did very well. It was the most watched, top rated college football game of the 2020 season so far.
Well, that's of the 2020 season. So if I wonder if you
far.
compared those ratings to 2019.
Yeah, totally different.
Wouldn't compare. Wouldn't
not
even compare.
It would be down. It would be down, but
would not
this
be
year,
in the same. Would not be in the same empty stadium.
right? Exactly. But it had 9.61 million viewers.
Okay,
Still
well,
pretty
good for
decent.
them.
Pretty
Good
decent.
for them. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, fine. Good God, it's almost time.
I know.
Before we go, real quick thing. Loretta Lynn statue has been installed at Nashville's Ryman Auditorium. There stands the Duchess, the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
There she stands, Loretta Lynn. The unveiling. Wait a minute, I got here where I can't see it again.
Mm-hmm.
The unveiling occurred 5 days after the 60th anniversary of Loretta's Grand Ole Opry debut. That was October 15th, 1960.
Mm.
And Loretta Lynn, there's a statue of her at Nashville's Ryman Auditorium. And I bet that little gal, that Loretta Lynn, if you'd have gotten word to her, if you'd have spoken to her back in 1960 and said, you know what, before you die, there's going to be a statue of you in this place. And Loretta said, now, shucks, come on now. Y'all coming ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No, it ain't going to be no statue of me here. Country is a gourd dipper.
Yep.
So Butcher Holler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Loretta Lynn. Statue of her in the Ryman Auditorium, the mother church. Loretta Lynn statue. I just think that's sweet. And I'm proud that happened for her.
Yeah, me too.
Now, if you want to take your break, go ahead.
Okay. We're going to do that.
Button.
2 minutes from now, we're back on fistfulofradio.com.
Dry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry. Hey, Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call, EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900, or check them out online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you. EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you, available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Let me tell you about our good friends at Buckhead Pet Pals, Atlanta's premier pet sitting company. With over 20 years of experience in pet care, Buckhead Pet Pals treats your pets just like they do their own. Caring, trustworthy, and loyal, Shannon and her team provide the absolute best in pet care available in the Atlanta area. Give them a call, 404 303 0312. That's 404 303 0312. Or find them on the web, buckheadpetpals.com.
Yeah. See that slide guitar there, that dope. Is that dobro or slide guitar? One or the other.
I think that's a dobro.
I think it is. It's good though. Hey, Steve.
I love this
Stevie
stuff.
Mitchell. I do too. Brenda Rose Bearden said, Moby, how did your eye appointment go? Well, I'm about blind. Thank you for asking. No, but they're putting me back in bifocals. I'll be wearing glasses. If you're looking at us on Fistful of Radio or on Facebook post, whatever the hell, and the less than 2 weeks, I'll have bifocals on. I'll be looking in it. Get off my yard.
Grandpa.
Yeah, I know. Papa Moby, that's me, baby. Yeah, the punks over at, God bless them, at Fistful of Radio, these young people over here, and to them, we're the geriatric segment of the Fistful of Radio experience.
Well,
We're the
nothing
old
wrong.
man segment. I'm fine. I'm
Nothing
happy.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not insulting me or them, either one. I'm just telling you, to them, I think we're kind of funny because we're the old farts. We've been around since they were a twinkle in their daddy's eye.
Well,
What?
not everybody.
Well, what?
Not everybody thinks that way of us.
Well, no, I'm not saying they think badly of us.
No, I don't think.
And I see, you're misinterpreting. You're hearing what I'm not saying. No, they don't think badly. I think they like us a lot. I think in some ways we're respected by those folks, and in some ways they think we're old farts and don't know shit from Shinola.
Mhm.
And that may be you're licking your lips. Well, you do like Pelosi does, that same lick. What you're doing right now, it's Pelosi's lick. The PL baby, the Pelosi lick. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Wait. There's some things here I want to talk about. Oh, Linda Merle Crowder, voting twice is a felony, folks. Do it over here. Joanne Page Stansel said, talk about snow in Minneapolis, 7.9 inches. I think that's more than a dusting. What do you think?
Dang.
That's not a dusting, is it?
Mm-mm.
No, that's almost knee deep in the drifts.
You got to really want to live up there to put up with that crap.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, hell no. I'm so glad I live in the South. Have you been places where it's that cold, where that kind of weather is existing right then, and you step off the bus and all of a sudden, dang, boom.
I lived in St. Louis, and it gets they have their fair share of cold.
Yeah, right. Ohio has that share.
Yeah.
Where I felt that right all at once there, God almighty, that was Ohio for me.
No, thanks.
And I got to remind me to when Grace and her mama get back from picking up her cake and yada yada yada. They just left a while ago. Grace walked through during the middle of the break, but remind me to refer her to these Facebook posts. Okay.
Yeah.
Joanne Pate Stansel, happy birthday, Grace. 18 years old. Jay Raymer, happy birthday, Grace. I hope it's a great day for you. Laura Morel Crowder, happy birthday, Grace. Good morning. I'm finally here. Traffic was bad. LOL. Alan Cofield.
We're only 18 once.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
And if you survived it, that's good for you.
Remember these days.
Are they bifocals, or are they the new lenses where they blend the two and you can't see the line on the lens? No, I'm getting the line.
Okay.
I'm getting the line on my lens because my insurance covered the line on my ends. You get the lineless ones, the insurance wants to invoke themselves and charge you money.
That is,
but I'm not getting the line. I thought you charge extra for the line.
Yeah, that's right.
No, if you don't get the line, it's more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting the line in my dang glasses. And when I get my cataracts cut out, I hear from other old folks that know me. I say, your vision might get better when they take the cataracts out, Moby. They go. That's for the young punks over at Fistful of Radio. I want them to know that stuff. They need to hear that. Because let me tell you something. Bless y'all's hearts to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But because we used to be where you are now. True.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Well. Yeah. Well. Yeah. But one of these days it's going to be you too, you little farts.
But there are things that we can do to hold off that aging thing. So that's we'll talk about that.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we
because I don't
will.
want to hear that because I know what you're talking about, and you don't be talking to Mary Beth about it either. Let it go. Let it go, man. Let it go.
All right, then.
If you love me, let it go.
All right, then. Fine.
If you don't, let it show.
All right. So,
Got a hold
did
on
you
me.
hear?
Do you know who that was?
If
Olivia Newton-Rootin's who that was.
did you hear? There's
What?
a new.
I was here talking about something,
I
telling a
know
story,
you.
and now you interrupt.
You had finished.
No, I hadn't.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
had.
I had too,
Yeah,
by your
yeah.
estimation.
There's a new Hummer coming.
The Chevy.
Have you
God.
seen it? Have you seen the commercials?
I saw the commercial, and they were on the news this morning that the CEO of GM
Wow.
was there. They talking about their new truck.
Well,
But you didn't see that one.
I didn't see. I've seen pictures and I saw the commercial, but I didn't see this morning.
Buddy, man, God Almighty, what's it called? It's a Hummer.
It's a Hummer,
but it's made by GM.
GMC Hummer EV.
It's electric.
It's electric. 1,000 horsepower.
Can you imagine having this truck, and you drive by a service station, you blow your horn and flip them a bird? Because a truck like that ain't gonna get good mileage.
Yeah.
But now there's no mileage. It's electric.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
battery operated.
It gets 350 miles of range
per tank. Not per tank. So what do you say?
Per charge.
Just
per
range.
charge.
Yeah, per charge. Okay. But it feels unnatural not to say per tank, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's force of habit. So there's going to be. So here's the sticker price. The first.
Wait. Let me guess. Because I saw, and they didn't say either on the news thing this morning or on
right.
commercials how much this puppy cost.
There's a reason.
And I was looking. I said that thing's probably $75,000 or $80,000. But really, in the grand scheme of things, see how much is it? See,
it's going well. It starts at
the first one.
The first one they'll release is $100,000.
Okay, but the lowest price. The lowest price you've seen.
The lowest price will be $80,000, but it'll take 3 years to get there.
But hey, I only missed that one by $5,000,
right, exactly.
So that ain't that bad.
So, but the first ones they release will be $100,000 and will top out $100,000.
And it goes up from there, right? Tops out where?
Tops out $113,000.
$113 for a pickup truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine driving that around the farm? Don't get any cow shit in the back of that thing. Don't do it.
It'll do 100. It'll do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
3 seconds. Yeah. I heard that.
So,
I heard that.
But
all right,
but it'll take them a couple of years. But they'll be releasing several different models, starting with a $99,000 model down to an $80,000 model, and then a little bit lower than that. So
an electric pickup truck.
Yeah.
Who'd ever thunk it?
And they're also
and
they also have an SUV version planned later on down the line.
You've done more reading. See, you don't read anything at all about the news. You don't keep up with the news at all, but you get all that stuff down. I get the specifics of that, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, so
I do.
Add that to your when I win the lottery list.
Not me.
Yeah,
not me. Maybe I think even the SUVs would be too big. It'd be uncomfortable. I don't want to drive it. No. I do miss having an SUV, but my old pickup truck gets me where I need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson. He's been in the news. Did you hear this?
What now? What did he do now? Who did he piss off now?
Oh, everybody. But I love him. I know you do too.
I do too.
You do too. Tucker Carlson said, America's most powerful people want you to shut up about Hunter Biden. Just let him go. Just let it go. There's nothing there. Nothing there to see. There's nothing here. There's no there. Tucker said, America's most powerful people want you to just shut up about Joe's boy, Hunter. Yeah, they do. Sure they do. And you know what? The mainstream media, by and large, I say that, but I haven't really watched the ABC, NBC, CBS. I haven't seen newscasts there. Sometimes in the evening, right before Wheel of Fortune. God, there go the punks over at Fistful again. There's Moby now. Listen, he's talking about Wheel of Fortune. Great. Y'all go on, Grandpa Moby. Do it. No, but excuse me. But Lester Holt comes on NBC News right before Wheel of Fortune. So that's when I get my network news. Okay. And that Lester Holt thing. Probably be on there this evening about Hunter Biden. No, will he be talking about Tucker Carlson? Probably not.
No. But you're right. Tucker is right. They have all ignored it. And that's why old Joe won't be coming out of the basement, because if he comes out, he's going to get asked.
There's going to be some questions asked.
As it should be.
as it should have always been.
Somebody will ask the question, and then he'll get all pissed off and say it's a hoax, and there you go, and it's been disproved.
He gets mad. Good God, he gets mad.
It has not been disproved,
that
actually.
boy's got it. Not only that, it hasn't been denied.
Exactly.
Even by the Biden camp, they haven't said no, that didn't happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
They haven't said that. They just haven't said nothing. Nothing from nothing needs
can't be denied because there's too much incriminating evidence proving that it is his laptop.
Because by God, it happened.
So
it happened. There was a squad member, Presley, of the four of the squad members, AOC and I forget all the names. There's four of them, right? They call them
Talib,
right?
Presley.
Yeah, Presley. There was Presley and some other ones I saw, and I was reading in the news today. They have jumped on Democrats' candidates' call to defund. You're not going to believe the last two words. The Pentagon. What? What? Are you idiot? Why do you think you have the liberty and the freedom to behave the way you behave, you piece of crap? Because of the military and the lives that have been lost, getting you the right to do that. You shut up. Tucker Carlson says powerful people want you to shut up about Hunter Biden. Right now, I want you to shut up about my Pentagon and my military. And you get away from them and leave them alone, you disrespectful piece of crap. All of the squad, all that quartet, AOC and all of them, Presley and Talib and all of them, every one of them. You don't know what it's like to love a country, do you? In your entire life, you've never loved America one day in your entire worthless existence. Yeah, they want the Democrat candidates to join them in their call to defund the Pentagon. Does that make any sense at all to you? Does that sound patriotic, Steve?
No, it sounds like the enemy.
Yeah, it sounds like the enemy. Amen to that. Exactly what it sounds like. And you know what? Those among us who bleed red, white, and blue and love this country so much, with all the people like us, believe that squad and those like them are the enemy. They're the enemy of America. They're the enemy of the red, white, and blue and the price that's been paid for us. God bless those that played and the parents of those that paid it, that paid that price. Defund the Pentagon. Dude, that makes no sense whatsoever. I just got to talking. I got to quit reading that stuff, but it's true. It's nuts. It's just damn nuts. What else did I say? Oh, today, Jeffrey Toobin. We was talking about him a little bit yesterday.
Doing the tubing.
That's right. Doing the tubing is what we do. But Jeffrey Toobin, CNN pundit, former CNN pundit. We got to say former because they kicked his ass out. He's on leave amid disturbing sex scandal. That's what they've described it as, a disturbing sex scandal. And you know the scandal. We were talking about it yesterday. He's sitting there and he thought he was off camera jerking a gherkin, and it just he wasn't. He walked back into the room, been out to get his tea or pee or whatever, and he walked back in the room where YouTube was, and he aimed the camera down lower. He thought it was off. He aimed the camera down lower and then took hold of little Willie and then started going to town on him right in front of God and all creation. That's what happened. Have I misspoken, Steve?
Nope. You've got the facts correct so far.
Okay. Thank you. But I want you to know, Steve, I have searched and I can't find the video. And I really don't need to see it. I just want to see it.
Give it time.
I want to see the expression he makes while he's doing it. And I want to see if he keeps doing it till he, like get there. You know what I mean? Does he get to enjoy the final act? Whatever. Do you think that got caught on video? He's on YouTube.
Well,
and he gets Junior.
It was on Zoom. So all these these Zoom calls usually are recorded in the cloud. So yes.
How would you find it if you wanted to say? Wouldn't you look? I mean, I'm not going to watch
one of these Zoom participants would have it recorded on their cloud account, and so it's recorded somewhere. It's there. It's in the cloud.
Okay.
and eventually it'll
Would
find
you
its
like?
way
Wouldn't
out.
you like to see it?
I would like to see
I'd
it.
like to see it. I
I
mean,
would
not
like
for
to
my
see
own
it.
gratification, but I just want to see it.
I would
I'm
like
gonna
to
say,
see it
here's
on
this is the ending of Jeffrey Toobin's Toobin career. Where? Well, it's on the cloud somewhere. Where? It's, I don't know. Steve's helping me look for it.
it should
ahead.
be on America's Funniest Home Videos. That's where it should be on.
That man, you made me call.
Sorry.
No. That was fine. That was funny too. You're right. It should be on America's Funniest Home Video. That is funny.
Oh, well.
God almighty, Steve.
Well, goodbye,
Man, let me tell you right now. That was a good thing. That was a funny thing. Every now and then I say something funny that really gets under your tickle box, and you tell me, Moby, that was really funny. And I'm flattered by that. And I'm trying to deliver the same flattery to you to tell you that was, by God, funny. It should be on America's Funniest Home Video, because I want to be funny in here.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to touch your heart with patriotic things, but I want to be funny in here, and so does Mitchell.
And this is what we do. We find funny things in the news. So whenever we say doing the tubing, you know what we're talking about.
Jerking off.
Yeah, jerking off.
That might be a little graphic, but I'm just saying that's what he was doing. So, gee, Steve, look at the time.
I know.
You haven't looked up at the clock in a while. There it is. Well, what time is it?
It's 12:41.
What does that mean?
Time to take a break.
Why don't we do that?
Gonna do it right now.
Right now?
Right now.
This is it.
Right down now.
I'm about to go away. Watch
2
this.
minutes from now.
Watch me leave. Watch this.
Here we go. Bye. Back in 2 minutes on Fistful of Radio.
CBD, it comes in lots of different forms, and it can help you with your anxiety, inflammation, lots of other stuff. Tinctures, CBD oil, topicals, vapes, gummies, pre-rolled hemp joints. That's right, the hemp flower. Smoke them if you got them. CBD hemp flower by the quarter. You can get all of that and more at the Georgia Hemp Company. They are located in Sandy Springs, but you do not have to go there in order to get their fine products. You can order online at thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout and get 10% off, or visit them in Sandy Springs at 290 Hildebrand, just north of 285 off of Roswell Road. TheGeorgiaHempCompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout for 10% off.
I'm Herschel Walker. I've known Donald Trump for 37 years. He keeps right on fighting to improve the lives of Black Americans. He worked night and day. He never stops. He leaves nothing on the field.
My name is Vernon Jones, and I'm a lifelong Democrat. And I'm part of a large and growing segment of the Black community who are independent thinkers, and we believe that Donald Trump is the president that America needs to lead us forward. Joe Biden has had 47 years to produce results, but he's been all talk and no action, just like so many of the Democrats who've been making promises to the Black voters for decades.
He has accomplished so much almost all by himself on a constant attack. But there's still more work to be done. If you love America and want to make it better, Donald Trump is your president. He's my president, and I'm blessed to call him friend.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President Incorporated.
Hey, this is Rich Sullivan. Hope you'll check out the opening act with Billy and Sully weekday mornings right here on fistfulofradio.com from 7 to 9.
Three, four.
All right. Hey, we got a phone number.
855-556-6629.
One more time.
855-556-6629.
That was good.
And the punks over at Fistful of Radio. So listen to those old farts.
Hey, they're nice people.
No, sure they are, but I understand why we would be funny to them. You know, why we would be like, good God, those old farts. Well, at least it didn't cost us anything to have them there. Okay, let's leave them. No, but don't hear what I'm not saying. I got tons of respect for those kids, and they will one day be us. And one day that they'll be old broadcasters like we are now. You started to say something.
I was just going to say, if you want to give us a call, interject anything, you can give us a call. Operator is standing by. I'm the operator.
Yeah.
All right.
Al Cope said, was he thinking of Pelosi? When? Well, I don't know. Oh, Ray Bernal says Tubin was Lubin the Reuben, his Reuben. Tubin was Lubin his Reuben.
Yep.
Got it. And Michael West said, "Bin to bin." Was he thinking of Pelosi? No, he was thinking of Tubin. There is several of these Facebook posts. And I was reading them a while ago. And then all of a sudden my deal went crazy and I had to wait till never mind. I'm here now though.
Good.
Okay. Do you like Michael Savage?
I do like Michael Savage.
Yeah. Okay. And I kind of do and I don't. You know, he's no Rush Limbaugh.
Right.
Yeah, but in any event, Savage. But he came out yesterday with a statement, and I'll share it with you if you want to hear it. And he said, Limbaugh's crying about his cancer on air. Worst 15 minutes in radio history. Spilled a large coffee all over his counter and his floor. I promise my audience this. I will not drag you down with me. Best wishes, Rush, but stop and leave the stage with dignity. Whoa.
Well.
Yeah, what did that not make you go whoa inside your heart?
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, dude. All right, fine, whatever. I saw that.
Do you think Rush should leave the stage with dignity, and now's the time?
I think he probably will, now that the end is near, and he probably thought it before Michael Savage said it, and
that's a good point.
Yeah, so. He probably will. And you know what? I bet you those plans are already in place.
Well, that wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, because there's a lot of business involved there to get that.
Kim Ponder said, "My dad loved Michael Savage. I can take him at times. Yeah, me too. I can take him at times, but I get over it pretty quick." All right. So Stevie.
Yeah, instead of, I'm sure that he's given it a lot of forethought instead of just dying and leaving everybody.
I'm sure the corporate leaders that are standing over him, which there are, corporate leaders standing over him, will tell him when it's time.
I don't know. And I've had conversations with radio people about this. There's nobody out there that can step into his shoes, Rush Limbaugh's shoes. There's nobody. There's nobody of a big, bold personality like that just to take over for him.
Neil Bortz could have, but he's retired.
Right, exactly.
I believe Neil Bortz could have replaced Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, he could. He's that kind of guy that has that kind of personality.
Dude, I love him, man. Yeah. He was a neighbor of mine for a while. I told you, Neil Bortz and me lived down the river from each other, and got along great. And the poor guy that was the neighbor that lived between us, he didn't like either one of us. Why? Because we'd be hollering out in front of each other's houses from time to time. Oh, Lordy. What else did I have here? It was a big snowfall. I'm about done with that page. No, it's okay. We're about done with the first hour too. Out of here. Stevie Mitchell.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I told you about this before the show started, but I have told the story about Preparation H. And the fact that Preparation H wanted to use the Johnny Cash tune, Ring of Fire. For a TV commercial. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Does that not sound like a Preparation H commercial?
Yeah.
Woo, it burns. Oh, it burns. And Roseanne Cash told Merle Kilgore, Johnny's manager, told Merle, said, "No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to disrespect my father's legacy in such a way." And Merle Kilgore said to me, "You know how much money would have been involved in that?" God, I get it. But I've told the story a lot. And I always assumed the story was true, but I wasn't positive. I didn't have Johnny's manager. That's a pretty good source. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't know for sure. I never heard it anywhere else, and I hadn't researched it last night, Steve. It was a Jeopardy question.
Wow.
I know. I said, that has now been absolutely and totally confirmed. It did happen. Roseanne did say no. Preparation H did want to use it as hemorrhoid medicine commercial. I know. It was true.
Wow.
I felt so validated because I told that story so many times, really every time I played Ring of Fire on the radio, because I'm on a classic country radio station in the Delta region of Mississippi. And it being classic country, every now and then Ring of Fire comes up. And I'd like, you know how many I repeat myself sometimes. I tell stories I've already told, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
And Ring of Fire's that way with Roseanne Cash, and I can't going to use it for Preparation H commercial. But I never really was 100% totally positive that was a true story. And now I am. What a great moment in my life. My family wasn't here to hear it. Look at the TV. Look, it's a Jeopardy question. Okay.
You've now
Absolutely.
made it. You've been validated in life with a
Well,
Jeopardy
I
question.
by God, it's a true statement.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, now you can die. Well,
Thanks,
not that you
Steve.
want. No,
Wow,
I don't
dude,
want. I don't
man,
want
what
you
the
to
hell
die.
did you just say?
I don't want you to die. I want
What
you
did
to.
you just say? Y'all heard him.
I want you to live a long
Y'all
time.
heard him. It ain't just me. It's y'all heard him.
I want you to live a long time.
Oh, sure you do. No, you don't.
I want you to live a long time and long and healthy life, so
I
that you
want to
can,
live till at least 4:00 this afternoon.
so you could torment so many
4:00
people.
this afternoon. That's my goal. That's like if I make it to 4
And
4
then
o'clock.
what happens at 4?
Well, I bet dang tell you, Grace is 18 today, and that'll be about the end of her party. Okay.
Okay,
Grace.
all right then.
She got some Doc Martin shoes, like boots.
Yeah.
You familiar with Doc Martens?
Mhm, yeah,
They're
mhm.
like patent leather, white patent, whatever the heck, and they're shiny boots.
Mm-hmm.
And those things were nearly $200.
Wow.
I'm telling you, that girl's been pampered her entire life. $200 boots. Bless her heart. She likes them. And nearly $200. It's her 18th birthday.
Hey, she's worth it.
You only get one of those. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Do I sound like I'm pushing back? Do I sound like I didn't want to? Thing of it is, Mary Beth is tight as a fat rat in a beer can. You know, she holds on to a dollar bill like the road holds paint.
Mhm.
And but I'll buy her anything I can. If I got the money in my pocket to buy it for her, or if I hadn't hit the limit on the credit card, I'll get anything she wants. Spoiler rotten. Love her to death. Today's her 18th birthday, and she got those $200 Doc Martin boots. By God. Okay.
All right. Very good.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, you'll like this.
All right.
And well, it's not really good news, but it'll make you understand something that you might not understand now. Maybe you do. Do you know that dogs? Wait a minute. There's some truck outside my house.
It's my house. Go ahead.
That's your house?
Yeah.
Maybe we both got trucks. You ever think about? You're not the only one with trucks, Steve.
Okay.
I have trucks too.
All right. Go ahead.
Do you own a truck?
I don't. Go ahead.
Not me neither. So, but that was outside my house. No, it's outside my house. No, it's my house.
Whatever.
No, dogs.
Yes.
Dogs go through a midlife crisis, just like humans do. And that's interesting, isn't it?
I did not know that.
I didn't figure you did. That's why I told you. So as you're looking for right now, Roxy's still a puppy. You know, Roxy's not a full-grown German Shepherd right yet. Looks a lot like one.
Sort of.
She's younger.
Yeah, 2.5.
But as the years pass, understand that dogs go through a midlife crisis. I didn't know that either. Now I remember old Barney. Barney was 8.5 years old. That doesn't seem old, but he was a 200-pound dog. And big dogs like that don't get to be very old. And Barney did not. But dogs go through a midlife crisis just like humans. That makes you understand something about them. When they tend to look at you all lovingly and everything. Say, I love you a lot, Daddy, but I'm getting old. Damn. That make you sad.
Yes.
You're going to outlive Roxy.
Yes.
You may or may not outlive me, but you will outlive Roxy.
My plan is to.
I'm trying to make you cry. How am I doing?
My plan is to outlive you.
Oh, that's fine. That's not your decision or mine. That's the Lord's decision, Steve.
I know.
I know you know that. Oh, dying and everything. Funeral homes.
No, great.
They got a deal coming.
Okay, what is it?
You like that? That got your attention, didn't it? You know what?
Always looking for a deal.
If I lose this bit, you remind Mary Beth when the time comes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Funeral homes are offering limousine rides to get people to the polls.
Oh, okay.
So to vote, yeah, I know. Isn't it good? Vote like it's a movie premiere. That's what they're saying. God. Okay, funeral homes. God bless them. Well, they need to know. They need to think nobody's going to die that day. But with Corona and all, you never know. Okay.
Do you get an IKEA catalog at your house?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe why?
Because, well, you know,
I'm not a fan of IKEA.
Is that because of the difficulty of putting together all the...
No, I just don't like the stuff they produce.
Okay. Well, it's with its mass circulation, over 200 million copies, it ranks.
I almost choked. I was thinking last drink of tea and I almost dang choked on it.
Yeah.
200 million copies of the catalog.
Right. So it ranks up there with the Bible and the Quran and the Harry Potter series in terms,
No kidding.
in terms of mass circulation. Well, it turns out Your IKEA catalog is going to be delayed this year because there was one photograph in the middle of the book that had to be reproduced because
what did they done?
because it was have a
What?
racial
Oh,
stereotype.
what the hell was it?
Okay, here we go. Imagine, here's the picture. An injured young black man wearing a leg cast and a finger splint. You got the picture?
What's a finger splint?
It's just a splint on your
Splint
finger.
on his finger. So he's
Right,
got a
exactly,
broke
yeah.
finger and what else?
And he's on a
What
leg
was the first
cast.
one? He got a broke leg and a
cast.
broke finger. Broke
Yeah.
leg and
Presumably from a skateboard accident,
well,
based on the props in the
Yeah.
picture. Okay, and show
based on the props in the picture.
yeah,
What do you mean?
in the picture, the way the picture is staged. There's
Okay.
There's
It
a
looks like
skateboard. It looks like a
Did-
skateboarding
Is there a little
accident.
skateboard that comes with it, or?
Yeah, no, there's a skateboard in the picture, so he
Alright.
looks like he had an accident.
Okay.
So he is shown looking down,
Hmm.
appearing to need help assembling a coffee table. Okay, and
This is an IKEA catalog.
this is in the IKEA catalog.
Okay.
And the model's T-shirt is the focus of this controversy.
What
And
does it show?
an IKEA employee pointed out that the sequence of numbers across his back,
Based
Four,
on his
five-
t-shirt. On his t-shirt.
on his T-shirt, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, might be construed as serial numbers on a prison inmate's uniform, thus fueling a negative stereotype
Well, you know,
of black youth.
could have been, or it might have been like something in the crystal ball just predicting the future.
Well, then there's that. So they
Okay.
decided that
So they're gonna
they
reprint
reviewed
that
the
catalog.
photo exactly,
Yeah.
reviewed the photo, and we decided that it could negative interpretation, reinforce negative stereotypes, blah
They
blah
ought to
blah
go
blah
ahead and
blah
fire
blah.
the guy that pointed that out.
Well, it was, and then they
Okay.
pulled it back, and now they're
Damn.
going to reprint the catalog.
They ought to fire the guy that pointed it out. I'm saying.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Lord, please, is someone buying dog Prozac? What? Buying dog Prozac? That's back to middle age thing again, huh?
We've
I
lost
guess.
our minds. We've lost our minds. The world's gone crazy.
Oh God, with that IKEA thing, dude, that's nuts. Do you put together and enjoy your IKEA merchandise?
I don't enjoy putting
Do you have
together anything.
Do you have anything in your house that came from IKEA?
I have a couple of things, but
What came from IKEA in your
I have a table.
living room?
No, just a table out in the garage.
Why is it the good stuff? Well, it's something you're real proud of if it's sitting in the damn garage.
It just happens to be a table I don't use. It's sitting out in the garage. But yeah,
Did you know you weren't going to use it when you got it and started putting it together?
it
It was a waste of money when you got it.
Hey, there's Grace. Birthday
Was
girl.
it a waste of? Whoa! I got an Oreo with 2 cookies in there. God, happy birthday to you. Okay, I'm gonna eat that later.
Yeah, so anyway.
during the next 2-minute break.
There you go.
Whoa! Mounds Bar.
Oh my God. Okay.
Somebody's already been into it. I think that was me on the Sunday trip. Hey, Grace. That was in the
Okay.
refrigerator. I can tell it's cold. Go ahead. What? Go ahead.
So anyway, IKEA is yeah. I don't.
You lost your train of thought.
I'm not a big fan, but I
But
do.
You got a table in the garage.
I
You
do
never, You never
enjoy-
use this table. You don't use this
I
table.
do enjoy walking around and looking at all this stuff. I
I
just
take
don't
your
enjoy it.
table.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in an IKEA store?
Yeah, I do enjoy walking around.
God, man, get a life. Really?
It's fun.
For
and-
you, it's fun.
And
If you're actually dating anybody, she wouldn't enjoy that.
and there's always the Swedish meatballs
Where are they?
at IKEA.
I'll go at the store.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Yeah. Now I have your attention. Swedish.
Yeah.
They have Swedish,
Swedish
meatballs there.
meatballs.
You're there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Sometimes the bull wins. You know that joke, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Shall we
That's up to you, dude. You're supposed to be the producer.
take a break? That's what we're going to do because
I'm
it's
gonna
that
eat my
time.
Oreo. No, I'm gonna eat my mouse.
All right, fine.
I'm torn. I'm so torn.
We're going to take a break and be back in 2 minutes on
Bye, Steve.
fistfulofradio.com.
Ever try waterproofing? It's not dry till it's ever dry. If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to everdryatlanta.com. Okay. EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/our stories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also on the web at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a free vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Yeah. All right.
You know how Mounds comes with 2 candy bars in one package? I didn't get all the way through one candy bar.
Turn your video on. So
I'm trying to. I can't figure it out. I'm going to. Just, wait. There it is. I think. It is.
Yeah.
I know I haven't. Just a minute. You got to trust me on this thing.
All right. Even Jeffrey Toobin knows how to turn his video on.
Turn my what? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not doing your tubing over there, are you?
Well, you'll never be able to prove it.
Yeah. Hey.
They're not. I was wait a minute. It's coming up now. There it is.
There we go. So we're on fistfulofradio.com.
And but I had a Mounds candy bar that Grace brought me, and it come with 2 pieces in it.
Mm-hmm.
And during that 2 minutes, I ate one of those pieces. I want to get through more than that.
Well, you don't want
to. No, not right now, though.
Don't want to wolf it down. Is that what
I won't. You know what? You're like a grandma.
Hey.
Crap. I'll eat it the way I want it. I've been eating for 60 years, 66 years. I'll eat the way I want to damn eat. If I want to wolf, I'll wolf. If I don't want to wolf, I won't wolf. Fine. It's America still, and I'm still a citizen. I'll wolf when I want to wolf.
Fine.
And I don't need instruction on how I eat.
Fine.
Damn.
Fine.
I don't like IKEA plan to open. Wait a minute, hang on a minute. Second location in Marietta. Are they?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Their food is great at IKEA. I enjoy walking around the store too for inspiration and organizational ideas, but seldom do I buy anything but lunch. I didn't know they had food there.
Mm-hmm, yeah, they do. Swedish meatballs.
Where is the IKEA? I got it. Where's the IKEA near us?
I don't know. I know it's out here somewhere in Cobb County, but I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Michael Hopkins. You know what I was thinking? Because Michael Hopkins says, bring back Neil Bortz. Who else will be able to fill those shoes? And we talked when we first started doing the Moby Mitchell broadcast extravaganza, Bortz was going to jump on it with us.
Mm-hmm.
But not as a regular feature, but he said, Wes, I'm going to call you tomorrow. We're starting this thing. And that's been several months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to call him back and say, Mitchell, all right, so what, Bortz? Neil, buddy, my pal. There are people that are reaching out to you on our show. Remember I talked about me and Mitchell doing a broadcast? Well, some of those cousins in that radio family, we haven't been doing it. I was lazy about calling you, but I think I want you. Will you be with us tomorrow? Come on, let me put you on the radio tomorrow. And he would do it probably if I can get him on the phone.
If you ever call him.
Huh?
If you ever call him.
If I ever get off my ass and call him, I know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But Michael Hopkins saying bring back Neil Bortz, I could verify to Neil that
we should have him on. We should definitely get him on before the election to get his opinion.
Would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Yeah.
To get his opinion of things.
There's two. I was not thinking.
Are you eating on the air?
I wasn't going to, but just as I took a bite, I thought, "Damn, this is awful," and I'm gonna enjoy that one bite without grief from you. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't know. No, it's almond joy that's got nuts.
I just got a text. How should I respond to this? Hi, Marie. First of all, not Marie. We can win if you and your friends add your names to the list. Can we count on you to remind 3 friends to vote for Biden on November 3rd? How do I respond?
You can find you don't know me very well, do you?
Should I
Is that good?
respond with
You did-
hell
you didn't-
no? And
No, why would you do that? Dude, mess with her, F with her. And say, you don't know me very well, do you? Say that to her.
all
Are
right.
you doing that?
Hang on a minute. Let me text her. You don't
know me
you don't
very
know
well,
me
do you?
very well, do you?
That's
Question mark.
good. See, that's isn't that a good thing to say?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So
There you
we'll
go.
see what kind of response.
I'm glad you asked, Steve, and then you did what I suggested would be good, and you agree it would be good. I don't think that's ever
We'll
happened
see if they
before.
get it. See.
I am getting kind of flush over here because you've never responded to anything that I suggested in such a positive way.
All right. We'll find out if
That's
we
a
get
good
response.
damn thing, Steve.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they say everybody
Kim
has
Ponder says hell no is appropriate.
hell no is appropriate.
Yeah.
So
So
they say everybody has a 15 minutes of fame. There's a clock. Everybody has 15 minutes of fame. So imagine the clock of 15 minutes of fame is clicking around 14 minutes and 45 seconds.
For who?
For Carol Baskin. Her
Oh,
clock
I got it. I heard her and I saw her name today.
her clock is about to run out. And then all of a sudden, just the other day, she comes up with this.
What is it?
She reveals that she's bisexual.
Can you go ahead and do this thing? Go ahead. What
She's
is
bisexual.
Yeah,
She's been bisexual for 30 years, and she wants everybody to know that she's been bisexual all these years.
And she thinks that's going to extend her time on the clock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just as she's about ready to fade out.
Uh-huh. I had something about her, and you know, if you inhale and it goes down the wrong pipe,
Mm-hmm.
it chokes you up. All right. What's her husband's name, though? What was his name again?
I don't know. I'm
you
not.
See his, hey, you see the mustache? You know what I'm talking about. You know him, right?
I don't follow.
Yes.
That. I don't know the
I
name.
don't either, Steve. But do you know what you've seen? What the guy looks like? Her husband.
Yes, we all do. The guy with the mullet.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The mullet and the really ugly mustache and the really ugly wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I had something about them. They were, and I'm trying to look through what I got and talk at the same time, and it isn't going well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well I'll just move on then. It'll come up.
Okay.
Later. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, bye,
you're done?
Bye, Carol.
But there's another thing regarding Carol that we'll get to later if I stumble across it. Okay. While working remotely, many women have decided to go bra free, to go brassiere free. Many women have decided. So how many bras end up in the underwear drawer? The average woman owns 8 bras. 8 bras. Ocho brasieros. Got it. Now, honestly, I was thinking about it. I'm not sure how many bras, brassieres that Mary Beth owns and has, but I promise you this, they're big ones. Have to be. What?
You're proud of them, aren't you?
Dang, you know, Thelma and Louise, God, yes. God, yes. The girls, we call them. Now, don't be messing with those noses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lady, if you're going to drown them puppies, can I have the one with the pink nose? Okay. Don't knock women's lip. I was like, where'd that Carol Baskins things go? I had it. Oh, well. I hate that I've mislaid it because it was kind of funny. This is the last page it could be on. Hang on a minute. I'm almost there. Well, anything else you want to talk about? Go
Pat Robertson.
Yeah.
The televangelist.
Yes.
He says that God has told him.
What's God told him?
President Trump will win. And then 5 years later, an asteroid will hit the earth and maybe will bring the end of the earth.
That's Pat Robertson said.
That's what Pat Robertson says.
Okay. Well, I agree with him about the political thing. You know, the research doesn't show it, but I never put much stock in them researchers, and I don't think you do either. But in any event, Pat Robertson, my daddy loved Pat Robertson. What my daddy sent him money. Poor as we were, my daddy sent Pat Robertson money.
No, my mom and dad never did that. They never. My mama was bad by giving money to QVC, but not Pat Robertson.
I got it.
Same deal. Same deal.
I can't believe I can't find that. Okay, fine. Feeling stressed about the upcoming election? Join the club. 52% of Americans admit politics is stressing them out. Amen. I'm ready for it to be over. Not so much if they just quit running the damn commercials. I know who I'm going to vote for, but God, those commercials drive me nuts.
And it's funny, they run them back to back. You know, David Perdue is a liar, followed by a commercial that says
David Perdue's, he's all that, baby.
John Ossoff is a liar.
Yeah.
And then another commercial, John Ossoff is lying about David Perdue.
Yeah, but you know, John Ossoff is the worst piece of crap that ever bought a TV commercial. And the next one is John Ossoff is the best piece of crap that ever bought a television commercial. Yeah, I know, but I'm just ready for the commercials to be over. How's anybody supposed to be influenced by anything you've ever seen on a TV commercial other than Kelly Loeffler and that luxurious hair? I like that.
You like the hair? Huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, what's his name? David Perdue. He don't have hair like that, although he's cute. Okay. We check our phones about 150 times a day. The research shows 150 times a day we check our dang phones. All of us are clearly, and this is hard to say, but it's true. All of us are clearly phone addicts. We're addicted to phones. With an average like this, 150 times a day. And then next, consider the fact that the average person is awake for 15.3 hours in the day. Checking your phone 150 times in those 15.3 hours means you're likely to check it about 10 times an hour or once every 6 minutes. You must consider yourself very danged important. If you feel like you need to check on anybody that might be reaching out to you, okay, once every 6 minutes, make sure you're not missing some important incoming dialogue. Amen.
It's a drug.
What did I just say?
Yeah.
Clearly phone addicts. Not addicts, addicts.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't need that. Thank you. 12 minutes after.
And your kid, by the way, is
Wednesday.
growing up as an addict, addicted.
Oh,
to
yeah.
That, addicted.
But
to
you know what? I have never seen a human being that could text faster than that guy, than that lady can. Grace Marie, good God. Good God. I mean, you ought to. Well, if you're coming over for her birthday cake this afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she's there, think of some 10-word sentence and say, Grace, I want you to text something for me and say that sentence and watch her. Here you go. Wow. You will be impressed. You have never seen a quicker thumb than my daughter has. I'm bragging about, you got to have something you can brag about your kids about, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has a really quick thumb. That's braggable, isn't it? I bet she texts faster than Roxy does, honey. I'm just saying.
But I bet you she can't lick herself like Roxy can.
You know, if that ran in the family, I would. You know, when you see your dog, especially a male dog, licking its balls, you say, boy, I'd do that if I could. Okay. I'm just saying. That's terrible. That was nasty, wasn't it?
It was.
I don't care.
Yeah.
President Trump is getting several rallies in each day. Why don't they legally require you to lie in a commercial, either about yourself or your opponent? Why do they not? Because people are lying in them commercials.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, President Trump is getting several rallies in each day, 2 to 5. I heard. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
2 to 5 rallies.
Yep.
Why don't they legally require you can't lie in a commercial either about yourself or your opponent? Okay, whatever. I just want it to be over. I want it to be over.
It will be 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, right?
Have you've seen situations before where stations, radio or TV, will screw up and it'll be the day after the election and they'll run one of the election commercials?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you idiot. You so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Oh, a Hollywood auction. Good time for this. I looked up at the clock. A Hollywood auction promises high prices some of the big screen's most iconic props from the past 40 years are going up for grabs.
Wow.
There might be something in that I'd like to have, wouldn't you?
I would.
I mean, think about it, Okay. I don't want one of the flying monkeys, mind you, because they freaked me out. But the prop store houses, you opened your window, I hear you birds.
Yep.
Okay. The prop store, which houses an incredible collection of movie memorabilia, will hold its annual live auction in early December. The stuff is expected to fetch $5.6 million or more.
Wow.
Over 900 items will be up on the block, including Obi-Wan Kenobi's hero lightsaber. I always like to say, I'm Moby-Wan Kenobi. That's what I like to say, Moby-Wan Kenobi. I had a buddy of mine, kind of like you. We called him Han Solo because it's about his tubing thing. Han Solo. All right. Princess Leia. We called Hannah Storm that. That was a long time ago. But Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Never. Her daddy didn't like that, I'll tell you. Over 900 items will be on the bottle up, including Obi-Wan Kenobi's hero lightsaber from Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, the boots Julia Roberts wore in Pretty Woman, Brad Pitt's red leather jacket from Fight Club. Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah, I did.
Fight Club?
Yeah.
I didn't really get it till it was too late to get it, whatever. And Heath Ledger's Joker necktie from The Dark Knight. There's some, I'm sure, beyond those items I just mentioned, maybe there's some there that I'd like.
Yeah, there's got to be.
None of those I just mentioned, any that I don't feel like I can live without.
There's got to be some cooler stuff than that.
There's got to be cooler stuff than what was just on my list there. Yeah. There you go. Dang, boy.
I mentioned this yesterday, but AMC says that they're running low on cash.
Yeah,
and they're
going to go tits up.
They're going to sell 15 million shares, and they are warning their investors of a potential bankruptcy.
So you might lose everything you put in it, but go ahead and invest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they're right there on the precipice of
precipice.
Using the big words today.
Yeah, I was about to say I hadn't heard you use that word before. Precipice. Sounded nice, so that was good. It's a good word. Say it again.
Precipice.
Precipice. Yeah.
Sounds like I know what I'm talking about.
No, nobody would ever know.
Liam Neeson has a movie out now called Honest Thief.
Have you seen the preview?
I have. I think I have.
Dude, I'm telling you, it looks like a pretty good movie, but like every other movie that's come out lately, you go see it in the midst of this coronavirus thing. Yeah. What was his name? Russell Crowe had that Shackled or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah,
it wasn't
Road Rage movie.
Yeah, Road Rage movie. That's it. And you said, boy, it looks like a good movie. And you watch it, it's kind of, no, not really. And this Liam Neeson thing, it might be the same way. And it might be a great movie. I don't know, but it's Honest Thief. You know the plot line?
Honest Thief, let me guess.
He was a bank robber
that
had never been caught. I think he had $9.3 million is what comes to mind. I might be wrong about the number, but he had never been caught and he had this money and he called the FBI. Said he wanted that he was the thief, that they didn't know who he was. They couldn't catch him. It'd been for a few years. And he wants to give the money back and just forget all off everything. Ollie income free. I got the money. Every nickel I stole, I still got, but y'all got to let me go. You just turn your backs and say, okay, go on. Well, what happens was, according to the trailer, what happened according to the trailer was that the FBI agreed to it and set up a meeting place, and the FBI guys to him and came in and they'd done conspired to take the money and get the hell out of there and bust Liam Neeson.
They double-crossed him.
Yeah, it sounds like
Those
not
bastards.
The FBI. God, FBI is always honest, aren't they? Ask Jim Comey.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anyway, but if what is that? Does that sound like a movie you'd go see?
No. I think any movie that's being released right now, they kind of know that it's a turkey, and they're just
kind of sucks. Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they're kind of throwing it out there.
All right.
Yeah.
Kim Ponder says, "Love hearing the nature outdoors." She's talking about your birds.
Yeah.
You obviously live in a lovely neighborhood.
Yes.
It's a lovely day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
I'm letting the outside.
Sounds like the Biden outdoor when they were interviewing him, but it wasn't an interview. Really, it was a town hall.
Oh, that's by the way.
They had Uncle Joe there. I'm not done. They had Uncle Joe there, and it sounded like nature. You could expect the birds to be chirping behind Uncle Joe. It's a beautiful day. And then well, go ahead, Steve. You're trying to say something.
Tomorrow night, debate tomorrow night.
Debate, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that, to see what it's going to be like with them muting the microphones.
Yeah, because they are doing that. You know what? I think they heard me when I was talking about that, because that's exactly what I said do. Turn on the microphone and don't turn it on till the 2 minutes are over. Then it's the other guy's time for 2 minutes to have what he wants to say. And then they get 4 minutes or ever how long it is to interact between each other. I think they ought to get in a fist fight. But would that be fun? You don't think people wouldn't be talking about that globally? I mean, Trump ought to walk across that stage and just slap the taste out of his mouth. I want to see that. That's the debate that everybody would be talking about. Come on, man. Yeah, see, there it is. There is I think it was on Fox News that saying we're supposed to guess how many times Joe Biden says, "Come on, man."
There is a bet. You download an app.
That's what you know what I just said?
Yeah, there's a bet went up to $50,000.
Yep.
You guess how many times he's going to say, "Come on, man."
That's kind of what I just said.
I know, but you didn't have the amount right.
I know I didn't. I didn't say I did. Yeah. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Most popular adult costumes for 2020. It makes sense. What are the most popular adult Halloween costumes this year? Here it is. Joe Exotic, that was his name,
okay.
And Carol Baskin. They topped the list of the most popular Halloween costumes. That's what I saw. I couldn't, and I just kind of stumbled across it. Okay, most popular adult Halloween costumes: Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin. I wonder if they would make the Joe Exotic in a triple X, because I'm gonna need a larger one. And anyhow, they topped the list of wait a minute, what I lost my place. Followed by Alexander Hamilton. Do you watch that show? You did. Okay, Hamilton, The Masked Singer. I got to pass. Mr. Rogers. Why is Mr. Rogers in there? There you go. It's a lovely day because of Biden. Because he's so sweet and so mellow. But Mr. Rogers is in there. What is this one? Snapchat filter.
Snapchat is a social media.
I know that. What's the filter?
And the filter is one of those.
It's okay to say you don't know.
I can show you, but it puts it's.
But then I'd have to kill you.
No, a Snapchat filter puts glasses on you when you don't have one.
Oh, I've seen that.
And it puts.
Can they do that? Can they do it where you walk down the street and make yourself different?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
The Snapchat filter. Well, that's highly rated. And cow. What's cow about? The Masked Singer, Mr. Rogers, a Snapchat filter, and cow. Okay.
I don't know.
I could milk one. You never have tried.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm a city boy.
Gee, look at the time.
I know. We're sitting here talking about nothing.
But the entire show's about damn nothing.
You're exactly right.
I know.
What are we going to talk about?
You know what? I'm kind of proud of that. We could continue talking about nothing for 2 solid flipping hours, and you guys are silly enough to come back and listen to it.
This show is a program director's nightmare.
Nightmare. Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Let's see, Joe. Let's say, okay, so true.
Okay.
They heard you, Moby. On the mic thing. That's right. That's because that's what I said. Turn the mics off for 2 minutes and let them have their time, and then come back, turn them out, swap the mic, whatever. Thank you, baby. Acknowledgement really filled me up. Thank you.
Shall we take this break
Kim
here?
Ponder. I was going to say hi and I love you to Kim Ponder.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Kim, hi. I love you.
All
now
right.
you can take a break.
All right. We're going to take a 2-minute break here and pause for the cause.
You got to pay.
I already did that. And then we're going to resume on fistfulofradio.com in 2 minutes.
If you served honorably in our nation's armed forces and you're looking for a way to continue serving your fellow veterans in your community, then join AMVETS. Each year, AMVETS members volunteer millions of hours at VA healthcare facilities from coast to coast, helping to improve the lives of their fellow veterans through the VA Voluntary Services Program. AMVETS posts and departments also participate in a wide variety of community service projects, ranging from Americanism in our schools to supporting the Special Olympics and Boy Scouts of America. If you no longer wear the uniform today, you can still serve through the AMVETS by joining today at amvets.org.
Would you like to know the best places to invest your money post-coronavirus? We put together a guide, 7 stocks to own for the next year going into 2021. There are some great ideas in here that you may not have heard before, and ways that you can additionally save money in income taxes if you put the best strategy together today. Go to oxygenfinancial.com and get our free guide, 7 stocks that you should own right now. Go to oxygenfinancial.com today.
Waterproofing, it's not dry till it's ever dry. Hey, Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900, or check them out online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you. EverDry Waterproofing, it's not dry till it's ever dry.
What kind of rock and roll horse shit is that? Hey, but
All right.
I finished my candy bar in that 2 minutes. I stayed totally focused.
All right. Good.
Finished my candy bar. That was good. Hey, oh, by the way, Snapchat filter. Let me get this out of the way. Snapchat filter. Damn it. Snapchat filter is like when Steve turns himself into an alien. I remember you doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weirded me out for a while. Okay. So anyhow, man, Steve. This is the last. Good God, would last half hour, so 33 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you felt included? I mean, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Sounds like it would have been an okay thing for you and for me too.
I am fine.
I hear occasionally from people that say, "Moby, you just don't let Steve talk." Well, I try to be sensitive to that and to let him talk.
I get in there. I shoehorn myself in there when I want to be in.
That ain't funny.
I know.
No, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When the weather gets cold, what should we set our thermostat out? Man, I mean, men and women are different on that, Steve. I wonder if you and I are the same. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Everyone has their own preference for what is a reasonable temperature for a house in the wintertime. But the consensus from most sources is blank degrees. Steve?
Okay, so I'm going to say for heat, I will say
this during the wintertime now. What's the temperature supposed to be set at?
72.
Mm-hmm. Well, the consensus from most sources is 68 degrees.
Okay.
And that's a bingo for me. That's what I like to have it set at. And man, I don't care what I set it at. It ain't the right temperature for you know who.
Grace.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
That the other you know who that really matters.
She wants it.
I don't know. I ain't paying attention. Because it's going to be where I damn want it because I'm the boss. I'm the man. I'm the daddy.
So
and by God, I wanted 68 degrees, and that's where it's going to be. Don't you sneak in here during the night and set it yourself.
Controlling the purse strings, I'm sure when she hears it running, she hears the.
No, that's exactly right. That's right. She controls the purse strings, and when she hears it running,
she hears it. She hears
the
dollar.
She takes control.
She hears the dollar signs.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. She hears the cha-ching sound. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I got you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that into the mix here today, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right though, man. We go through 2 solid hours and don't do shit. You know,
we talk about. We talk about stuff that's in the news and things that aren't in the news, things that should be talked about but aren't, because the news has been jammed up with so much crap these days, with agenda-driven news items. You know what I mean?
Not really. I'm not even listening to you.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
Michael, well, you can tell when I'm looking over like that. I'm not
used
listening
to
to
it by
you.
now.
You are not.
I am used to you not
Steve,
paying
you
attention.
are not. No, I'm used to you not paying attention.
Yeah, whatever.
What's true? You know.
Yeah, I know.
Steve is cool, and I love him too. That's Kim Pond.
Thank you, Kim.
My daughter loves him too. I don't really get
Your
that.
daughter's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, she thinks you're cool too, which I don't really get, but she does.
That's fine.
And you're coming over for birthday cake and ice cream today.
Yeah.
And I guess milk. You don't like milk.
I don't like milk.
Well, we'll take that in mind. We'll pour you up some bourbon.
No, I don't want any bourbon today.
Don't want any bourbon? Well, God dang, Steve, you're getting hard to deal with now. You know what? Don't you hate a disagreeable guest? What do you want to drink then?
Well, water. Water is fine. Water is.
You mean like out of the tap? That kind of water?
I'm sure.
Get a glass and put a little ice in it and get you some water.
That's fine.
And you'll be happy.
Ice water is fine.
I want you. It's hard to it's hard to keep guests from bitching these days. You know, in the
Ice water is good. Water is good for you, dude.
Why? I'm sure it is.
You need to be hydrated.
Boy, I tell you, Jim Williams says, "Hey guys, from up in Minnesota, right?
Water makes you regular.
No, okay, fine, we've done that. But what? Listen to me.
Yes.
Jim Williams is Minnesota.
He's the preacher. Yes.
The preacher in Minnesota.
Right.
Okay, thank you. I was trying to get to Minnesota, but I bet he knows already about the record-breaking blizzard they've had.
Yes.
In Minnesota. Where did I put that? Right here. I think I can reach in the garbage can and get it. Yeah, I did. Look at me. Jim, did you hear about? Well, no, it's not on that page. Shit, shucks, I'm not going to look.
Man, you're cussing like Sailor.
I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to say shit, but all of a sudden it comes out. You know, there's sometimes my mother used to say there are times in your life, be as righteous as you care to be. There's times in our lives when there's no word that fits what you're trying to say better than shit. My mother said that, and I love that woman.
I don't believe I've ever heard. I think maybe I've heard my mom say that word once.
One time?
Yeah.
How about your grandpa? Or your daddy, rather?
My daddy now.
Nice. He's a mechanic.
He was different. Yeah.
He cussed like a mechanic.
Well, yeah.
You know why? Because he was a mechanic.
He's a mechanic.
Got it.
He's a mechanic.
Cold and snowy, 7 inches of snow. Okay, that's Jim said that.
Mm-hmm.
When I get my glasses back, I'm not going to have to lean like that anymore.
Yeah.
Some other parts, 10 inches. More snow tomorrow.
Wow.
Damn. Jim, move south. Move south. It's not like that down here. You're doing this to yourself. And I'm not going to call you an idiot, but good God, that's how I've always felt about people that live up there where the weather does that. God, no. Well, you know, that ought to be.
Well,
just
he might have family up there.
Well, you think he'd feel sorry enough for me moving them all to the south?
You know, there's probably a reason that he's up there. He might be from there. You know, he has roots there.
You think he'd get away from there as quickly as he could?
He has roots there. You know, he needs to stay there.
And I'm not slamming him. I'm just telling good God, I can't see why anybody with any sense would want to live where the weather does that to you.
Needs to be close to mom and dad.
Whatever,
I get that.
Bring them with you.
Yeah, well, that is, yeah.
Come on, mom and dad. Let's go south where Moby and Steve are.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll bet you he doesn't know what grits are. Then he's missing out.
I wouldn't say that.
He's missing out.
Yeah, you're a big grits fan, I know.
I like grits.
I like grits just fine.
Cheese grits.
Yep, excuse me. Yep.
Did you just burp on the air?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Well, maybe a little.
Okay.
So get over it.
All right.
All right, fine. So anyhow, I was going to bring up something here. There it is.
All right.
I'm actually from Rockford, Illinois. Jim Williams said, but you know something, Pastor, that's still dang cold in Illinois.
Yeah, it is.
Boy, I went deer hunting in Illinois, and I was expecting it to be a lot colder than it was. It was a lot more pleasant than I anticipated it being up in Illinois. I don't know what part of Illinois I was in, but I was trying to kill me a big deer. And I did. You know what? No, that's not true. Dean Hallam, we talk about our time program director. I was deer hunting. I was in a stand in Illinois. And I got a phone call on my cell phone. And it was from Mary Beth, who had been caring for Dean in our basement apartment for 3 years. I think he'd been living there.
Mm-hmm.
And Dean, after I left, I knew he was sick. I knew he was in the hospital. And Dean died while I was in Illinois killing deer. So I told the boys I was hunting with, I said, guys, I hate to do this to you, but I got to go. I got to get out of here. A good friend of mine in Georgia has passed away, and I can't let my wife go through all this by herself. So I went home that day.
Mm.
Never really forgiven her for that either.
Mm.
Jim Williams up in Illinois, up in the cold weather, he says, I spent some time in Texas.
Mm.
I love Texas. Oh, Lordy, Steve, 26 minutes till right now. I just get the time's going so quickly. I know that we're going to have to say bye to everybody here in less than half an hour.
Yep.
Kind of bothers me. You just heard something outside, didn't you?
Dog did.
Ah.
Dog's
Did he
on
wanna-
dog's
did
on
he
guard.
Did he want to defend you?
No, he just wants to see what's out
Gucci always wants to defend me. Yep. That's my guard dog.
there.
Gucci the Poochie. Yep.
So did you hear about this artificial intelligence service?
Oh God, here we go again. What? I'm rearing back and drinking some tea. Go
It's
ahead.
freely available on the web. It's been used to transform more than 100,000 images of women into nude photos without
Wait a minute. Whoa, back up. Go back.
Yeah. What it's a bot, basically. It's an artificial intelligence. You upload a picture of these women fully clothed, and it uses artificial intelligence to create what's called a deep fake.
A deep fake.
It's a deep fake.
Deep fake. F-A-K-E. Deep fake.
It's all one word.
Is that what you're saying? Deep fake?
Deep fake, exactly. The face stays the same. It just removes the clothes from the body.
You remember when we were kids, there was ballpoint pen, and it had a woman in like a bathing suit on the side of it.
Yes,
and you turn it upside down, and it strips her off and gets her
I
neck.
do remember that.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
I wish I could find one of those. Wouldn't you like to have one of them pens?
You probably could find those. Probably could find one of those. I'll bet you.
Well, I don't know if you've got me anything for Christmas yet, but I sure would like to have that.
I'll put that on the list right under.
All the other things that I've told you I wanted for Christmas.
So interesting poll here, internal poll. The people who use this bot to turn pictures of women into naked pictures.
Naked women.
63% of the people they wanted to undress were girls or women they knew from real life.
Can you do that? Can you do that?
Mm-hmm. So.
Really?
Yeah.
What, it was just an actress you thought was really hot? Can it do that for you too?
I don't know. Michael,
are you playing music?
Michael Hopkins is calling us. Hello, Michael.
Hey, how are you?
We're good.
I have a question about the Everdry commercial.
By the way, Michael, I'm good too. Just that you didn't ask me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm used to it now.
The Everdry commercial, it sounds like it's almost like a tape that's worn out, and I know that's got to be a digital file. I'm just curious why some of that Everdry commercial sounds like it's underwater part of the time.
I don't know.
Because the guy that's doing it, we were holding him there for a part of the time.
He was being waterboarded while he was doing the
That's
commercial
right.
there,
That's their gun.
Yeah.
They say it's torture. Some people think that's fun.
I have no idea why that is.
We don't have no idea what you're talking about. But
Right.
okay, you know what? Next time we play the Everdry commercial, Steve, we ought to listen to it.
We ought to,
because it
yeah.
sounds like there's some torturing going on, and Michael's paying attention. We ain't even paying attention to it, Michael.
Yeah.
When that commercial plays, you think we're listening to it? All I listen to is 1877 cars for kids.
Well, no, I just wondered if you. I figured that maybe you didn't know that, because I was thinking, well, maybe somehow the file got corrupted. I didn't know.
No, not only do we not know, we don't give a damn.
Okay. Well, it was one of those things. I just wanted to know.
I know.
Minds want to know.
You really need to worry about other things of more importance.
Yeah, really.
I'm trying to take my mind off of all this. I mean, I'm
what?
stressed out. I don't know about y'all, but right now it just
straight.
seems like something's happening every day now.
Yep.
We were talking a while ago. You heard us talking about being stressed, and it's bad for you. Political stress, feeling stressed is about the upcoming election. Join the club. Over 50% of Americans admit they feel stressed out about politics. That came from the American Psychological Association. Not only is it stressed, it's driving us damn crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm surprised there hadn't been more shootings in Georgia.
I think I remember saying months ago
What did you say? Yes, Steve. You're the great predictor. What?
that as we get closer to the election, things were going to get weirder and weirder, and damned if it wasn't. The damned if it.
And when we get beyond the collection,
Yeah.
the election, that's when the big weird comes around.
So I was right. I knew it. It didn't have to be a genius. You don't have to be a
Oh,
genius.
Steve, it's all about being right with you.
No. You don't have to be a genius to know that it was going to get. That you knew this is going to be a weird election. So that's why I just kind of went into hibernation.
Hey, Michael, do you feel like Steve's a genius, Michael?
I think he's pretty smart.
I think
Okay,
Michael's
fine.
pretty smart too.
He's pretty smart for telling you you're pretty smart.
Yeah, pretty
So
perceptive.
but for recognizing your intelligence, that makes Michael smart because he recognized how smart you are.
That is correct, sir.
Okay.
What
I'm
do
good
you
for that
think is
dude.
going to happen with the ruling that they have, where they're going to cut the candidates off if they talk over the other person tomorrow night? How do you think that's going to go?
It needs to go real well. That's something I said they needed to do right after the last election. They need to, okay, you got Biden and you got Trump, okay, Biden's going to go first. Don't turn Trump's mic on. Biden's got 2 minutes with his mic hot, and at the end of those 2 minutes, that's it, Mr. Biden, you're over, and boom, turn Trump's mic on for 2 minutes and go like that. And then at the end of Trump's 2 minutes, then you open up both mics and let them talk together for, was it 4 minutes at that point? And then when that goes away, the segments there's 16 segments, I think. I don't remember how many. I heard earlier, but in any event, segments are a certain length, and then they take no commercials. So then they go. Well, so anyhow, what do you think, Michael?
Well, I mean, I think it'll make it go better because it ought to go faster, and I think that it might actually allow Biden to hang himself, because if he's not interrupted,
That's right. I
he
want to
might
hear.
start going down the wrong track of thought.
Yeah, that's right. And not on that, but forget what was it? It was something that came to me on email of 2-3 days ago, and it was Joe Biden standing there with a microphone. He says, "I'm Joe Biden, and I've forgotten this message." I thought that was pretty damn funny. Did you hear that, Michael?
I'm sorry?
That was your point to really guffaw and laugh out loud. Did you hear what I said?
Michael.
No, sir.
I said there was a Facebook post that got sent to me, or I saw it somewhere, whatever, and it was Joe Biden standing solo in this picture holding a microphone. And he says, "I'm Joe Biden, and I've forgotten this message."
Well, that sounds pretty funny to me.
Well, that's
I mean,
what I was waiting for your laugh. You never came. That's all right. No laughing required.
Didn't Biden recently again forget that he was running for president
Said
and
senator
state that he
again,
was
yeah.
running for senator?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did, and he get.
And
Well,
don't you think Trump's going to try somehow to work in stuff about Hunter tomorrow?
it'll.
I
Come,
hope so.
It,
I hope so.
yeah, it needs to be brought up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure does seem like the media is suppressing it.
You think?
Do you think? Yeah, right. They love Biden. You know what? It's not so much they love Biden. It's just that they hate Trump. They want to beat Trump any way they can. And if they can poop on Biden and hate Trump, yeah. If Biden wins this election.
They've got that video collage of all those lies that he told years ago. And the anchors like Sam Donaldson getting on and talking about the fact that, no, in fact, he wasn't at the top of his class and he didn't go on a scholarship. And that video seems to be going around Facebook fast and furious.
It does. But Michael, let me tell you this. Right now, it's 18 minutes till. The Moby and Mitchell show is overdue for a break. So we got to go. Steve, concur?
And also I've got to go pee. So we got to go, Michael.
Okay. All right.
There's that. That's that. Michael, thanks for calling.
Hey, man, thanks. See you later. Bye. Thanks. Bye. All right. There you go. And that is true that I've got to go.
Well, why don't you go do it then?
All right, fine. You go do your thing, and we'll be back.
I don't have to do anything. I'm fine.
We'll be back. Meet back here in 2 minutes on Fistful of Radio.
Watch me disappear. You hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you. available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Ever try waterproofing? It's not dry till it's ever dry. If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to everdryatlanta.com. Okay. EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Billy Brew. Join me along with Rich Sullivan on The Opening Act with Sully and Billy, weekday mornings from 7 to 9 right here on fistfulofradio.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
Hello.
Yeah, baby. I'm a singing.
All
I'm a
right.
picking and I'm a grinning. What is it? All right.
All right.
All right. What?
All right. We're back.
Well, we are almost. I'm trying to get this up here. Hang on. There it is.
Okay.
Coming up right now.
We're trying to get this up here.
It is. Yeah. Sound like tubing again, didn't it?
Doing the tubing.
You the one that brought it up. Going tubing on my ribbon. Doing some lubing as I'm tubing on my ribbon. Okay, everybody.
All right.
Kim Ponder says, buckle up, bacon. Oh, Stevie.
Do I need to bring anything today for your for Grace's 18th birthday
A very
party?
expensive gift for her father.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, something I really want and need.
Mm,
What would that be? I have no idea.
yeah. All right. So
What? No. You don't need to bring anything. Bring your own sweet butt.
All right.
Gracie thinks you're hot.
ice cream and cake for lunch. All right.
That's what we're having.
Good.
That's what we're having. That's being provided.
Good.
And there's no milk. There will be milk, but you'll be served water. Ice water.
Water will work fine with me.
Water will work fine. Ooh, that was a alliterative thing. Water will work.
Water.
Water will work, you wascal.
Yeah. All right.
What are you doing? You're typing something.
I'm not. I'm not typing anything. I'm waiting for
What
you.
are you looking at? You ain't looking at me. What are you
I'm waiting for you to do something.
I'm about done doing anything today because Gracie's birthday party's coming up.
All
in a
right.
little
Good.
bit.
All right then.
You know, we talked about thermostats a while ago. I got another thing on thermostats.
Thermostats? Oh yeah. 72, 68.
See, well, yeah, it's whatever you want it to be. Steve, you live alone. It can be whatever you want it to be.
That's right.
If you live with a woman, it's got to be whatever she wants it to be.
Mhm.
And your job is to not bitch about it,
Mm-hmm.
which I know it's difficult for you, but okay. See what else down here at the bottom. I don't know much. Michael Hopkins said something else. Hang on, let me get there where I can see it. Boy, one of these days I'll get those bifocals. Everything's gonna be good then. Bring something chocolate for Moby. Michael, listen to you, Michael. Bless your heart. Thank you. That's exactly right. Agree, Moby. Anything to eradicate Trump. Yeah, boy, don't you know they want to. Amen, Steve.
Amen.
Amen. What are you doing now?
Same thing I was doing 10 seconds ago.
But it looked like you fiddled with something. Like you look. It looked to me like that you were preparing something. Is what I thought.
I'm preparing to fixing to
What?
Getting ready to.
Why are some couples always fighting about, or what are some couples always fighting about? Brought it up a while ago there, Steve. What is it?
Yeah. Couples are always fighting about.
We were just talking about it.
Money.
No, Steve, we were just talking, man, Dave, you ain't paying no attention at all. See there, he don't pay attention. Thermostats.
Thermostats.
Right. Remember we were talking about
Yes,
that?
thermostats.
You thought that went away, didn't you?
Thermostats.
Well, it didn't. Fighting about thermostats. It's what temperature to leave the thermostat on. That's what they're always fighting about. 48% of people responding to a recent poll said they wouldn't date somebody if they didn't have the same, then they call it this, new term coming up, if they didn't have the same thermostat etiquette. Dude, I know. Kind of funny, though, isn't it? The poll also found the split over temperature can be so severe that 25% of those surveyed actually ended the friendship or relationship, cut it off, blood, no, get out of here, over a thermostat argument.
Wow.
Wow. Yes, they didn't know the thermostat etiquette. Yeah. And that came from Train Residential Survey. You know what they always said? It's hard to stop a train.
Yeah.
And so if it starts to split up, yeah, you let it go. Let go of it.
So now
Yeah.
as if dating isn't hard enough, you got to learn something else. Got to
If
learn.
you're going to have her sleep over, yes, Steve.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Got to learn
Right.
thermostat etiquette.
etiquette. That's right. Good for you. You know, you're not always a hard study. It's good. Okay. And you win the award for this because I know you and I know how you do things.
Mm-hmm.
The headline here is bed making etiquette. Bed making, not etiquette. That was the thermostat there. Bed making reward.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little motivation to get you to make your bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for you. It's good for you to make your bed. Do you make it just because you were taught to when you were a kid or because it's good for you?
A little bit of both.
Okay. All right. People who make their beds every day are having 25% more sex
Well,
than those who leave their beds unmade. I don't think that's a lesson you got from your mama. Steve.
no.
That was not mama's lesson. No.
No.
Did you see the graduation ceremony with the Navy admiral making his speech, and the speech was about making your bed.
I heard about this.
Yeah, okay, buddy. I'm telling you, it is a speech to watch. It's a really, really good one. And one day you might want to do that. I'm just saying.
I'll
But
Google.
bed maker have 25% more sex than those that leave their beds unmade. Yeah. So if you're going to go to Bump Uglies here this evening, you got to bounce a quarter off the blanket, just like in the Army.
Yeah.
That's right. If you can bounce a quarter off of it, you might get laid. You never know. 'Cause you would. Well, that makes sense.
Well, that's one thing they did teach in the military. So,
Yeah, bouncing a quarter off the bed, right?
Yeah.
Did they check every day?
Oh, they checked a lot.
Did they check every day?
Oh, yes, brother.
Every day they come in and bounce a quarter off your mattress.
Every
The quarter won't bounce.
morning. Every morning.
Morning's
You
good,
stood
'cause
by your rack, and you morning inspection, and that's the first time they checked out your bed.
When else do they check it out?
During the day. I mean,
They'll come in during the day and bounce a quarter off your damn mattress.
Yeah.
Sometimes this becomes abusive. It seems to me like.
That's the whole point of basic training.
Do you love these soldiers or what? Oh, basic training.
Yeah, basic.
What
training.
about after basic training? Does anybody bounce a quarter off your bed after basic training?
It slacks up a little bit after basic training. But basically, during basic training, your ass is grass.
But if I'm trying to make a bed and try to do it properly, I want a woman around to help me. Because you never know. This woman of mine brought me some tea a while ago. That's good. I love it, woman. But and women's lib, don't knock women's lib, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have a negative view of the women's liberation movement, and we don't understand why. Well, I'm going to tell you. Okay. Before the movement started in the 60s and the 70s, women's lib, women had the right to vote, but could be rejected for a job because they were a woman, because of their gender. And sometime long after that, people decided there was, 14 or 15 different genders. No, it's men and women. That's all there is. Boys and girls. That's all. But because of their gender, they could be rejected for a job. Women were refused admission to college and technical schools and denied access to credit cards just because they were female. And if a female were a teacher, God bless teachers, If a female were a teacher, she could be fired for being pregnant. That came out of Time magazine.
Wow.
God bless our teachers. And God knows if they married and they enjoying a young person life and end up knocked up. Come on, man, she's pregnant. So what? Give her a break. God bless her. God bless the people that choose education as a career, because the Lord knows they don't get much respect. Amen.
Or money.
Oh, wait a minute, they're overpaid, but
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
No, I believe that.
They would disagree with it.
They would vehemently disagree with you on that.
Okay, vehemently. What does that mean, vehemently?
They would loudly disagree with you on that.
Vigorously.
Vigorously disagree with you on that.
I got it. How about this? We're getting close, ain't we? Damn, look at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've had fun today. Do you
I've had fun today too. And you got about 2 minutes.
Fine. That's just when you look at the clock. This right after the last 2 hours, this is when you decide to look at the damn clock.
Go ahead.
Well, you do.
Go ahead.
That's what you did.
Yep.
According to a recent survey, a wide majority of us have one surprising turn on in common.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you want to hear this, Steve. You do, trust me. The survey of 500 Americans and 500 Brits found that 58% of respondents reported they've been turned on by their partner doing chores. Better than doing them yourself. Sure. Partner doing chores. The chore most likely to lead to a turn on and ultimately to sex. Unsurprisingly, we just talked about it, Steve. It's making the bed.
Making the bed.
See, wasn't that worth bringing it? That's like a good end of show kind of bed, isn't it? Because we were just talking about making the bed and the admiral that was doing that and making the bed. And you do that, but okay. But doing household chores, I love that. Like, for instance, and I've told this before, I know it, ding, ding, ding goes the bell. I love watching her through the window doing yard work. I like that. It doesn't necessarily turn me on, but it doesn't turn me off.
Mm-hmm.
If she wanted to come in sweaty and needing to wash her hands, I'd still be, you go wash your hands, honey. I'll meet you upstairs.
You romantic devil.
I am. Okay. Well, I got a birthday party to get to, and you do too.
Mm. Oh, and it's that time.
That's what I was saying, buddy. Wow,
I know. It's just about that time to say.
I was just about trying to bring you into the fold.
Fixing to
commence. You are coming to the birthday party.
Yes, I am. We're commencing to wrap this thing up.
This is the really damn. This is the only damn about it. My in-laws are coming too.
Oh, well,
okay. I know. What the hell?
Yeah, you keep them busy.
And Martha's coming. My educational friend Martha. I think she loves it when I talk up about teachers. And God knows she was a great one. It's near about that time, ain't it?
It is about that time.
Whoa. I said that, you started the music.
This is our going away music. This is our bye-bye music. And
is this special bye-bye? This wasn't the bye-bye music yesterday?
Yeah, the same as always. Our regular.
Same as yesterday?
It's our regular bye-bye music.
We do this every day?
We do this every day.
You think you come up with something new?
No, man. This is our regular bye-bye music.
But, and those of you that had reached out on Facebook, for the messages, Facebook messages, I haven't read as many of them today. There's a buttload of them up there, but Steve gives me shit when I do it.
You have said the S word a number of times today.
4 times. So I think 4. I was
keeping
track.
More than that. So, but listen,
Steve, where did you go for basic? Somebody just asked that.
Went to Fort Bragg. So
Georgia, right? Georgia.
That's North Carolina. Out of Fayetteville. So
happy birthday, Gracie.
The video
Dennis
on Facebook
Beeman.
and YouTube and Twitter will be available to watch right away. And this show repeats at 4:00 today on Fistful of Radio. And we will be back live tomorrow.
I zoomed it as always.
At noon.
It has been fun.
It has been
I make
fun.
sure I carve 2 hours a day for the Moby and Mitchell broadcast extravaganza. You got to go, Steve.
Yeah, we do. We do have to go.
You want the last word or me?
No, you go ahead. You take the last word.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Love you all a whole lot. Love you whole bunch. Love you whole bunch down here in my heart. Love you long time. Love you long time. Bye.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Do you think we're getting close to a vaccine?
We're getting close to a vaccine, and I've asked the FDA to make a vaccine in a suppository form. That way I can tell Dr. Fauci to stick it up his.
This
This is your president on the mend and getting ready for the Newsmaker Line pre-election comedy special Saturday, October 31st at House Grill in Roswell. We'll be celebrating my certain re-election with great comedy, surprise guests, and even some special Halloween songs.
The Georgia Radio Hall of Fame. I'm not sure how they got their name. Part-time losers they like to induct, while guys like us are totally out of luck.
Safe distancing guidelines will be practiced. Get your tickets now. Visit newsmakerline.com or call 678-829-SHOW. That's 678-829-SHOW.